Well, alright. I don't really know how to begin this. I've always wanted to do this in a more formal way, but I need to get a few things off of my chest. So to get started, no, I didn't make those 30 demon TikToks. So why didn't I tell that to people? Well, I'll explain everything here, but first off, it's been so long that I don't even think it's a problem anymore. Not as in, I shouldn't admit it, because I have been wanting to do this for so long, but I'm more saying that I'm pretty sure it's clear to most people by this point. I even have it in my about right here. I mean, heck, I'm not British. I'm literally using my own voice in this video right now. I'm not afraid to show that this is me. So why are these videos not deleted? Well, I'd love to delete them, but they have hundreds of thousands of views. This might sound a bit selfish, but I'm waiting for some of my own videos, which I've been making for years now, to get more popular than these pieces of crap. So with that being said, what happened? Well, long story short, about 5 years ago, this guy named Soggy_Nugget on TikTok got popular, and I kept getting mixed up with him. So I ended up making a fun little video about it, just feeling like, haha, misunderstanding. These videos, as they continue to make them, got a lot of views. But then the issue was, I guess I wasn't clear enough or something because people thought I was him. And by then I was afraid that people would feel betrayed if I told the truth, so I didn't. For reference, I was 10. And this was the stupidest decision of my life. I remember this thing that was like a wake-up call for me was someone asking in a live chat if I was a real Soggy Nugget, and I said yes. And I felt guilty as hell. Like I was an actual wreck. I hated telling people that little white lie, but for whatever reason I was planning to talk about this years later. And anyway, yes, I did make a few videos of me essentially completely impersonating this guy, in which case that was a genuine mistake and I'm so sorry. But it did kind of get to the point where Thirsty Demon was a character of my channel. But at the end of 2020, I just kind of stopped doing that. Obviously, I wanted to make my own things. I want to push this in the past because I'm not doing it anymore. It has bothered me a bit lately, but things have generally been fine. Now, then why am I making this video now? Before I explain, please don't go and harass people or give anyone attention until this video is over. And just don't do that in general. You'll understand why in a second. Essentially, this guy, I can't even say his name because it makes me want to puke. Basically, he was in my Shrek 5 project. He did a few things, but it doesn't matter because he literally said the N-word with the hard R a bunch of times and posted genuinely racist and annoying things. It took me too long to make the decision. After giving him way too many chances, we banned him. Not long after this, he made an exposed video on me. No one watched it, obviously, but it was in this video that he began painting the picture that I stole content. Like, stole it. And no matter what he says, of course this was because he was most likely pissy about it, and he wanted views and attention. So I essentially commented what I just explained, and then he's just casually dismissed these claims of him being racist and annoying by saying, yeah, sure, mate. Stealing of any kind isn't good. To change your name and delete those videos. First off, I just want to say that I came up with this name long before I knew anything about the TikToker. So even if this guy wasn't trying to sound like some alpha chat and taking things out of context, then I wanted to change my name anyway. Because this is my channel name, it's what everyone knows me as. People have similar or same channel names all the time. We've already been over that video thing. It was a genuine mistake. So obviously, I went in with the fact that it's completely stupid and childish to be mad at someone who banned you whenever you were given several chances and yet proceeded to break all the rules. We went back and forth for a while, and he finally admitted that he just wanted attention. He started begging me and stuff to get back in, even though we all knew exactly what he'd do. Then there was the one time where he talked about how I reject sponsorships and stuff, and then he started talking about how he was mad that I was getting more views than him, because some people actually have to grind to work. Which is ironic, because all he was doing was posting 60-second Doctor Who clips. And then we had another fight in the comment section of the Shrek 5 trailer, just recently, and he started begging to get back in again. Keep in mind that it's now been months since his ban, so when another paragraph explained that he isn't allowed back into the server, he knows exactly why, and he's just an idiot. And by this point, I thought I had finally stopped him. Then one day, when I'm at school, he rejoins on a new account. And then he said he was innocent, despite the fact that he admitted that if he just came in as himself, then he'd be insta-banned. And we were literally crapping on him in there, and he just seemed to enjoy it. And this clearly shows to me that he has no moral compass and just wants attention. That brings me back to why I don't want you to comment on this page. Because you know what will happen? We'll get an algorithm. Well, what happens whenever you get an algorithm? Attention. We need to teach this guy to get attention from other places. Anyways, that morning I see the stupidest comment from him. Soggy, last night, I somehow got into your server. Dude, you know exactly how. You made an account back in October, and you've been playing this for months. I wasn't racist. I wasn't mean. But I was banned. This is literally the equivalent of being put in jail and then managing to break free and then acting surprised whenever you're put back into jail because you did nothing wrong then. I told Cheesy, who's my co-writer and helper in the server, to wait for you to do it. But are you deleting my acts? They said you would. I can't tell if he's playing stupid or if he's genuinely stupid. Probably both, honestly. Because guess what? I would have banned you too. And yes, I am deleting your acts. What part of ban do you not understand? And he acts like I somehow wasn't aware of this happening and it acts shocked whenever I learned that Cheesy did the right thing. And because of that, I promoted both Cheesy and Man up to the king role. Good job, guys. No one else I wrote this whole paragraph burning him. We'll get to the contents of that in a second. Because after this, I blocked him from commenting. I thought that was finally it. I could finally get away from this attention seeking. Fast forward to a few weeks later, and he makes this post. Let me just read it aloud for you. Okay, so I didn't want to make a full video on this topic yet, so I think I'll just say it here first. Soggy Nugget. You know him, right? Well, that's bold to assume that people just know who I am, but anyway, you know him, right? The guy who created Thirsty Demon, right? Well, there's somebody copying him on YouTube with the exact same name and the exact same videos. No, I'm not the most original creator out there. Yeah, no crap. But at least I don't pretend to be someone else. That's like if I rename my channel to Mr. Beast or something. I've spoken to this sly, socky scoundrel. But he won't delete the videos and won't admit to his audience that he is fake. If you want to go harass him in the comments, look at the photo. Okay, oh wow. Okay, let's just break this down. It's been 5 years since I did this. Should I have addressed this earlier? Sure. But then he says that I have the exact same videos. No, keep in mind here that the TikTok Soggy Nugget actually has its own channel, and scrolling between our channels side by side. Yeah, that doesn't look the same to me. Even the compilations I made years ago were just posting the exact same videos. And plus, I was only a few times, and also, Aljack can't use that as an excuse because he himself has also made an entire TikTok compilation before. Then he proceeds to take things completely out of context, because I did tell him that I was going to make a video about this one day, but I wasn't ready yet. That's not refusing. So now he's just lying, and he proceeds to tell people to harass me. Is harassment bullying against YouTube's terms of service? Then I essentially say the same thing. Happened 5 years ago, when I was 10. Then he says the stupidest thing ever. 9/11 happened about 18 years ago, but we still worry about it. COVID was at its highest in 2020/2021, but people still wear masks. My point is that you earn money from this sometimes. Trick your viewers into pretending to be a TikTok star. If you actually reveal yourself to YouTube, you'd lose almost half of your subs. Credit the creator, goddamn. He's acting like me revealing this would completely ruin my career and put him on top. Then we start accusing him of saying racist things in the Discord server, which I can show is true with screenshots. Then I don't see the comments anymore. I think he deleted them. Then I tell him to get out of my life and stuff, and then he asks me how I misinform people. He misinformed people, and said that if I actually tried to be myself, then I would get a following. Are my recent videos for the past few years not being myself? Does it look like I just stole videos from anyone? Then he tells me I do sound like a goblin. Hey, that's pretty rude. Also, it's pretty childish to make fun of someone for something they can't control, And then once I was at school, then he said if I really was innocent, then I'd correct him on his misinformation. But I can't because he's right. He's literally doing every awful thing possible. And yes, I'm aware that he wants attention, but this is just ridiculous. And then Cheesy went into the comments to comment something that I think sums up everything about where he's wrong. Let's just read this. This is not comparable to 9/11. And he goes on to rightfully cuss him out. Terrorists killed tons of people and attacked. You're mad because we literally just banned you. Also, you literally just had the same name. He isn't impersonating at all. Soggy posts original content. I know you're salty that we banned you multiple times for being racist and literally puts in a picture of yourself as like a 12-year-old as your brother, sure. Because he uses your device all the time, my ass. And we'll get into that whole thing in a moment. Why can't you just get a life instead of being like gay first or something? We know you crave attention, we tried to help you, we wanted good things for you, but you just can't stop. Hall has a special place for you. Also, last time I checked, buying subs is against YouTube's policies, and that's a whole other thing that I don't want to get into. And you know what, whenever I checked in later, that comment was gone. Sure, it says 10 comments, but where it should say 2 replies down here, my reply saying that he was racist and all that wasn't there anymore. But yeah, he proceeds to reply to me saying that he never deletes comments because it helps him gain views. Also, I don't hate you. Okay, but then why did you tell people to go harass me? I just don't like to see people who stole content get away with it. More like you don't like to see people get more views than you that banned you. And then he says nothing personal, which anyone who says that makes me want to claw my eyes out. Okay, we're finally done with that part. There's more. I can't believe there's more. Oh God. Okay, so getting myself into the salt water, which I'm obviously not going to turn into drama, and I'll explain that a little more later, the chances are this guy is going to make some stupid excuses. Here are some that you might make, and how to debunk them. Number one, he has right to say the N-word because we didn't know he was black. Now, he did one time send a photo of him thumbs down in a shark stuffy and his hand was white. I don't have the photo, let's go back to Cheesy's comment. He discussed this whole, my brother stole my phone thing. Now, for some background, he said that it was his brother that said all these things. Other than the obvious holes in the story, if your brother really did say the N-word and all that, then why weren't you explicitly stating that while we were trying to ban you? And also, it's just a stolen account, so just keep your damn brother away from your phone. And clearly didn't care about doing that, because on the day that we was back in the server and trying to be someone else in order to not get banned, you sent the photo, which I've scribbled out the face for obvious reasons. Because pretty quickly after this, according to Cheesy, he said, "Sorry, that was my brother. Yeah, sure, you look like you're 12. Of course I don't have proof that this isn't his brother, but the whole thing seems so weird. Like, is his brother just sitting near him to the point where he could just say it was him instead that fast? And why are you just letting your brother take your phone if you know it leads to chaos? And also, whether or not the skin is white, which means that you're white and you're within no right to say the N-word, especially with the hard R. Another excuse he might use is that he wanted attention, which is a good justification for anything for obvious reasons. Now here's some screenshots. This one was what he claimed to be his brother, which even if it is, we already know why that's bad. The things he's done besides saying the N-word and is posting gay porn, and Joker not being a pedophile and saying whatever the hell this is.
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
It really should have banned him earlier, and the reason I didn't want to was because he was keeping the server active. I can now confirm to you that there were a couple people who left because of him. And by the way, if he says these screenshots are fake, then just shut him up. This started like just a day ago. There's no way I could have edited this all. You can tell these are real, by the way. With all this piled up together, he's obviously not allowed in the server anymore, nor do we want to talk to him anymore. So, all Jack, if you're seeing this, let me just say this. I don't care that you want attention. I don't care that you don't have a life. I don't care that you literally have no moral compass, and I don't care that you want to talk to us. I've had it with you, and I'm so tired of you not shutting up about us. Any normal person would just move the hell on, but instead you're just threatening to post links of our movie and trying to harass us. You can keep watching my videos, but please, find someone else to harass. Find another way to get attention. I've given you so many chances, and I know that you can't take anything seriously, and I really should not be giving this much attention to you, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. This is what you get for not listening. I'm almost sorry, but I'm almost not. If you want to continue with this quote-unquote drama, I don't care. I won't respond to any of your BS. I've told my side of the story, and I've given you what you wanted. And I'm done. Please, please, leave us alone, and yes, it is that deep, bro. Because it's not deep at all. You've lost your privileges from the project because you're just ridiculous. And I'd also like to comment that I remember in the Shrek 5 server, whenever someone asked why I stole the other Soggy Nugget's name, he said something like, "We don't talk about him." From what I remember, you're pretty supportive of me. But then once we banned you, look what happened. Everything you do is so inconsistent that this will probably do nothing. But I generally mean everything I say in this video. Anyways, with that being said, I'm sorry I took so long to talk about this. If I'm gonna be honest, I was afraid of losing subscribers. I was afraid of losing your trust, and then I kind of just forgot about it. To be fair, many people would just say it was just some misunderstanding thing, and it was, but I gained a lot of my subscribers from this. If you really want to, you can then subscribe. But from what I know, it seems people are surprisingly chill whenever I told them the truth. So anyways, I'm done with this. I'm just doing my own thing now. I didn't steal anything, and if I did, it was a genuine mistake. And also, I did credit the creators. Look at the corner of these things. I'm planning to make more in-depth video about the TikTok thing at some point, but I just had to let this all out. Everyone perks up. New video coming soon, and I hope everyone's at peace now. Bye. Oh, well, it's just got so many things off of my back. Oh my god.